Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm going to do a bit of colouring on camera. So I think in my one of my videos very recently I said that I'm going to do a sort of a colour along in Matchstick Mouse book because the pictures are quite simple, and I was going to show how I'm using my new 72 Chroma Flow pencils in the book, and so I'll give you my thoughts on it and do it as a colour along at the same time. So I'm going to do it sort of in two sections or two videos, because I discovered these new well, I don't know if they're new, but I discovered these chalk crayons in my Hobbycraft, and I'd never seen them before. They were in the kids section, and I thought, you know, these look something like I've never come across before. I mean, they're chalks, aren't they? They're chalks, but they're dustless, and I really didn't know what to expect, but there's no dust from them at all, which is really good for me. So dust-free, multi-surfaces, less mess, twist up, so I thought they're worth a try, and I did try them out at home, and I really like them. The only thing is they are quite limited in colours because there's 12, but I thought, why not try swatching them out on camera, and then we are going to do a background in this beautiful book by Morgan O'Brien, which is the summer version, and I thought I might do this one here that's on the front and do the sky similar to this, and see how far we get. Obviously it won't be as good as this, but we can have a little play and see what happens. So I'm going to put the book to the side for now, and then because we're going to swatch these first. So I mean, you can see from the packaging it says Uli, so I don't know if that's the brand name, but then I tried to look on, I know Hobbycraft isn't a shop that's excuse me, is available everywhere, so I looked on Amazon, and there are some of these very similar crayons available on Amazon, but I think they were £15. This was £9.99 from Hobbycraft, but it was pretty much 50% more 50% more on Amazon, and it didn't have this same name, but they looked the same basically. So yeah, it says at the back, cardboard and wood, glass and windows, chalkboard and whiteboard, washes off non-porous surfaces, and test on a small area before use. So I guess it's got a fair number of warning because it is for kids really, so we're just big kids, aren't we? So here we are, there we go, and then I'll just take one out, and so yeah, you just twist up, and they don't feel chalky, they feel creamier, but anyway, we're going to swatch them out. So I have this to swatch out. I am going to, I mean, they've got no names on them, not that I know of anyway, so move these like this, and yeah, there's no name on them, so I'm going to have to get my glasses on first for even better close-up vision. It just says multi-surface chalk crayon, Uli, the name of the brand, and then let's bring you in so you can actually see what's going on. And yeah, I'm going to be at a bit of a slant, I hope that doesn't irritate you too much. So we're going to call this, I don't even know what to call this, I think it's pink, so pink. And yeah, they feel creamy, they don't feel chalky, they feel creamy, so it's quite nice. Next one is, I guess, a red. So how are we all doing? Are you all having fun with your colouring, and I hope things are going well? I've been buying so much, just sort of treating myself, but yeah, you'll see it in my May haul. So this is orange, I think, but yeah, I have bought a few things, but I'm gonna calm it down now. So that's a lovely orange colour, but yeah, they're creamy, they don't feel like, you know, chalk is quite I don't know how to describe it, it's quite scratchy, you know, it's not creamy, it's the opposite of creamy. So this one I think is a yellow, so we've got quite simple colours, but I thought it was worth trying it out. So if you're interested in getting these, there's a bit of dust that's come off there, but it's not much at all compared to a chalk. But yeah, these are marketed as chalk crayons, so quite vibrant colours. So yeah, if you're interested in these, pop over to your Hobbycraft. It'll be in the section where, you know, the kids section, rather than the other bits and bit areas. And if you haven't got a Hobbycraft and you're still interested in these chalk crayons, then have a look on Amazon and type in chalk crayons. So blue, so yeah, very nice. And this is a different green, but I don't even know what to call it. It's going to be dark green. Let's just put it in here. I'm going to call that got to make my own names up here. Bright green. And then we have this one, which is just called, I don't even know what to call this one that we'll see. We shall call this one dark blue. And I thought I might as well swatch on camera. I don't usually do swatching on camera unless it's metallic paints, but because there's only 12 of these crayons, and I've got into crayons so much, I just started to use the Bambino crayons, because there's many books, because I'm at peace with Amazon printed paper now. I'm going to be just colouring on Amazon printed paper, and I'm not going to complain about it, because I think it can, you know, it's not the best paper, as we all know, but it's not, you know, you can work around it, because there's some beautiful pictures on there's some beautiful pictures, you know, in Amazon, on Amazon printed paper. So I might as well make best use of them. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to use watercolours on it, too much watercolour on it, but I can use dry mediums, and I can use still metallic paints. It's just I've got to take more care in using it, as we all do, because the paper cannot handle too much water. So I've been looking into dry mediums, and so I used the Bambino crayons, and I wanted a bigger pack of Bambino crayons. I wish they made more colours. So Bambino crayons, if you're watching, which you're probably not, but it would be so nice if they expanded their range. That'd be so good. So I ended up getting some, you know, wanted more crayons, so I already had 15 Neocolor ones, and I purchased a 40 set. I don't think Neocolor ones come in more than a 40 set. I'm not sure they do. So this is the swatch. Come out a bit so you can see them all. So yeah, nice colours. You can see that this is not like your usual dust, chalk dust. It's like, it is creamy feeling, so it's a bit, you know, what should I say, a bit you know, like gel pastel, it's more like a gel pastel, I would say, a gel crayon type, but not entirely either, but it's more similar to that than your typical chalk, you know, your chalks that you might expect. So the consistency is definitely different. So now let's get started, I think. So I'm going to pick out the colours for the sky. Now this might turn out horribly wrong, but that's one of my pictures that I've already done. But I don't want to show you it too close, but that's a buddy colour with the lovely Zoe. That was a mistake going to that page, but anyway, you didn't see it properly. So yeah, I'd already done that. And okay, so I'm going to colour this one on camera, which is this bit here, because I thought it'd be nice to do the sky with the chalk pastels. I've got so much swatching to do as well. So I'm going to use the yellow, the orange, maybe a bit of pink and red. So my sky is not going to be totally the same as the one on the cover, but let's see what we can do. So start with the yellow. I'm going to bring you in a bit like that, and so we'll put in. Now remember, this can be smoothed out, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to smooth it out. I'm not going to press on too hard, so this is sort of medium pressure. Now you could always do this with gel crayons as well, but the gel crayons don't usually have a point like this, whereas these crayons do. If I remember correctly, that is. Let's just have a look at the front there. Yep. Excuse me. Suddenly started sneezing for no particular reason. Okay, we're going to put a bit of pink just here as well. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all good. And then now I'm going to put the bit of orange, or should I put a bit more yellow? A bit more yellow here. Today's a filming day for me, so I'm going to try to make I'm going to try to make a few videos because I'm a little bit behind. Also, just to say, I just want you to know that I'm aware that my videos have got such a big BenQ light here over my desk, and it's still not as bright as I want it to be, and I have ordered I've ordered a filming light as well. I just can't seem to get the lighting as good as I want, so hopefully when that filming light arrives it will improve the lighting. I feel like I live in a cave, because it is a cottage that I live in, and so it's not and I'm in the corner of a room, but I've got a big ceiling light. My current setup is a big ceiling light and then this massive very bright BenQ lighting, and I can't figure out if it's actually the camera that's not, got the settings right, but I'm sure I've got the settings right on the camera because I did the white balance thing, to calibrate it. But yeah, add a bit more. Should we add a bit more yellow there? Oh, I should have made the yellow go a bit higher, really. Let's add a bit more yellow there, just to get a bit more in there. It's difficult to concentrate at the same time. I'm going to give it quite a reddish sky, I think. Maybe a bit of pink added in lower down. But yeah, hopefully after a couple more videos, once I've got this light arrives and I've got it set up correctly, then hopefully it'll be better. Okay, I think we'll go to pink now with this orange, yeah. With a little bit of orange there as well mixed in. I'm also going to try to do a background with my new Neo Colour 1 crayons. I know Lucy from Lucy Just Adds Colours also recently purchased those. Me and Lucy, I think we had the same thought really, because we've both been using Bambino crayons and then we wanted a bigger set. And of course Bambino don't come more than 24 colours. So really the only other thing on the market that I could find anyway was Neo Colour 1s. So that's what I decided to get. So to blend this out then now, I'm just going to add pressure with, you can, well I've experimented and I've seen that you can add pressure with this, with a blending stump, or these, I don't know what these are called, I think these called silicone brushes or shapers or something. So I just sort of press that down to smooth it out, I guess. I'm going to bring you in a little bit more so that you can actually see closer. I'm just going to check that there's nothing on this as well. So shall we start from the top so that you can actually see, because it's quite hard to see the yellow. But yeah, can you see that I'm just pressing onto the paper and it seems to, I guess it's burnishing, isn't it? And that's sort of smoothing it out a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to try it with this as well. So you can see you get a similar effect with this silicone brush as well. Like that. Now what I haven't tried a Derwent burnishing pencil. Now what I'm noticing is the black from the picture is actually getting smeared as well. Now that's not what I want, so I'm going to have to be careful to ensure that this, you know, doesn't, I don't really want that bit to be smeared, so yeah, you got to take care, because using a new medium you don't know how it's going to react with, you know, other things. Right, I'm just going to take my dressing gown off. Don't worry, I have got other clothes underneath, so I'm not sitting here naked, just in case you think that. This is a burnishing pencil. Feeling so hot suddenly. So it's all this brain power used with my colouring. Right, now I'm gonna actually, the burnishing pencil is giving it a bit of a scratchy effect, which is not what I want. So I've put a little bit more colour on to sort of get rid of that. And yeah, I'm not sure why this black ink, you know, the actual drawing is smearing as well, but yeah, I'm trying not to touch it too much. But yeah, just going to be careful with it. So I'm going to continue to colour in, or should I say to do the same thing of pressing on the rest of the sort of colouring here, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the finished project. Okay, so I haven't fully finished this, but I'm just showing you that, remember, this blending stump has got nothing on it. It's got no blending medium or anything on it. It's just a blending stump, just used dry. So where I think the best thing that I have found is to just use this dry and press on where you've applied the chalk crayon. Now if you feel it's a bit patchy, all I've done is added a bit more of the crayon over the top and sort of just smooshed that in. There's the technical term again. And yeah, I think that for me is working the best, really, rather than even using the silicone brushes. But I mean, everybody's different, so you could try and see, you know, if you do get these crayons, what you think. So remember, you can get these from Hobbycraft or even Amazon. But yeah, again, I think I'm going to put a bit more crayon in here. Now, wherever I've gone over the black lines, I can put those back in with Faber-Castell Artist pen or any sort of black waterproof pen, I guess. So yeah, I think that looks all right, to be honest. I think I'm quite happy with that. It's not bad. I've only used 4 colours. Now I can't take the crayon out, dear me. Okay, so I've turned this way just to add a bit more crayon. So you can see if you add it with a bit more pressure, that's another way to go around it. But I wouldn't, if you're going to blend 2 colours together, I wouldn't go too hard on the paper first, just to, you know, make sure that there's a good blend, I guess. And you can, you can see that I've added colours on top there as well. So yeah, they were £10 in Hobbycraft, these crayons. So I'm quite happy with them, and I think I'm going to use them for quite a lot of my Amazon, you know, where I can't use you know, where I can't use watercolour so easily as a background, or maybe not just watercolour but anything like watercolour pencils or anything water based, then I will be using these, I think. What else was I going to say? I'm going to say something else, but I forgot. Right, oh yes, the feeling, it doesn't feel greasy, you know, when you've finished with it. Once you've pushed the pigment into the paper, there's no greasy feel here. It's fine, actually fine, so that's quite good as well. And then add a bit of yellow here. Now, I'm not sure if you can use pencil on top. Not that I was going to actually put pencil on top of this, but shall we try? Okay, I'm going to be back after I've got some pencils. So I am, like I said, going to do the rest of the picture with the 72 Chromaflows in another video, because I said I'd colour with my Chromaflows on camera. So I am going to do that, but for now, because these were the closest to hand, I've got an Arteza here pencil, and let's see if you can go over with some pencil. Yeah, it seems to not hit it. Let's see if I can use a more pronounced darker colour. Actually, I'm going on this orangey bit here over it. Yeah, seems to be alright with it. Let's see if you can choose some sort of a pink. I'm just choosing my colours, just bear with me a little bit. Right, I've got this pink here, and let's just see if I can. Yeah, pencil seems to be working okay over it. That's quite good. Yeah, pencil appears to be working quite nice over it as well. So anyway, that's my little feature of these chalk crayons, which I discovered at Hobbycraft. I didn't even know such a thing existed, and they don't feel like your regular chalks, and I love the fact that they're mess free and they are twistable, and yeah, they are another option for background. So I always like looking at some newly available things. Now, like I said, over the black lines, they do sort of affect the black lines a bit, so you need to be careful about going over those. I am going to go over these black lines, so I might just show you that. Should I just show you? Hopefully it'll work out okay. Let's see. So let's just try to put this. Oh, going the wrong way, sorry. You'd think I know how to operate my camera by now. Yeah, I'm just going to put these black lines back in there like that, because I really hate them when they are, you know, when they sort of, I think I need to use a bigger one. Let's use a fine instead of a 02. So yeah, I just put those back in like that, and give it a bit more definition like that. So yeah, I'll go over the black lines, and so in my next video you will see me colour, hopefully, with the 72 chroma floors, and I may not end up being able to colour everything on here, but I will give it a good go. I've got a little bit to do there, as you can see. Finish that bit off because I haven't smooshed that in. So yeah, I shall quickly finish that off like this, and then get my got a smaller blending stump here. I think it's called a tortillon, although I'm not sure what the difference is between a tortillon and a blending stump. There we go. Right, so that's my background done, and I shall see you in the next video. I hope you found the video useful. So those are my feature of my chalk crayons. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care. Bye.